Are we ready? Okay. I'd like to call to order the April 6, 2026 meeting of the Reston Community Center Board of Governors. Absent and excused this evening are Vicky and Malka. First thing up is the approval of the agenda.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Approval of the minutes and board actions. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Approval of the December 1st board minutes as reviewed and approved by the board secretary.
Yes. On her vacation.
So moved.
Is there a second? Is there a discussion?
I wasn't there, so I was going to
Okay.
make the motion.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those say nay, that motion carries. The approval of the December 1st board actions as reviewed and approved by the board secretary.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Those say nay, that motion carries. The approval of the February 2nd, 2026 board minutes reviewed and approved by the board secretary.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed say nay, that motion carries. Approval of the February 2nd, 2026 board actions reviewed and approved by the board secretary.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Approval of the March 9th, 2026 board minutes reviewed and approved by the board secretary.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Just one minor thing. Committee report, March 9, Finance Committee meeting. Second line, he offered items of note, I would say including instead of include, to make that just
I missed that.
actually grammatical.
Amended with that comment?
Accepted.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those say nay, that motion carries. Approval of March 9th, 2026 board actions reviewed and approved by the board secretary.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say nay, that motion carries. Chair's remarks. I think we're in spring. I hope we're in spring.
It's going to be freezing hot.
A
In the 30s.
70 degrees.
lot of stuff coming up. And happy holidays to everybody that had and happy Easter, happy Passover. It's a glorious time of year. And tip-off is at 8:47. This evening, go blue. Lev's moment.
It's spring on the calendar.
The music rose up.
It did.
It is. I would prefer the overall to that. No, it is spring on the calendar. It still hasn't decided because it's going to be, we're going to be in the 30s for the next few nights. And all these poor people who have to switch from heat to air conditioning are, yeah, gotta have little heaters somewhere. This is a poem by Thomas Crow, and it's entitled Celia Singing. You think that love can convey no other way but through the eyes into the heart, his fatal dart. Close up those casements and but hear this siren song. And on the wing of her sweet voice it shall appear that love can enter at the ear. Then unveil your eyes, behold the curious mode where that voice dwells, and as we know, when the cocks crow and soul is mounted on his way, we freely may gaze on the day. So may you, when the music's done, awake and see the rising sun.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Introduction of visitors and community input. We have a visitor this evening.
Listen to music or something else.
Would you like to address us in any way, shape, or form?
No, I'm
Okay, you're good? All right. Thank you for coming. All right. Committee reports. Approval of the December 1st, 2025 preference poll committee. The oral report was provided at the December 1st board meeting and reviewed and approved by the preference poll committee chair. We'll go through all of these. Approval of the December 1st preference poll committee actions as reviewed and approved by the preference poll committee chair. Approval of the January 10th, 2026 strategic planning session minutes as reviewed and approved by the board secretary. Approval of January 10th, 2026 strategic planning section board actions as reviewed and approved by the board secretary. Approval of the February 2nd, 2026 building committee minutes, finalized minutes oral report provided at the February 2nd, 2025 board meeting. That should be 2026
Yes,
board
yes,
meeting.
yeah.
As reviewed and approved by the building committee chair. Approval of the February 9th community relations and program policy joint committee minutes as reviewed and approved by the board secretary. Approval of the March 9th, 2026 finance committee minutes, finalized minutes oral report provided at the March 9th, 2026 board meeting as reviewed and approved by the finance committee chair. And approval of the March 9th community relations and program policy joint committee meeting minutes as reviewed and approved by the board secretary. Is there a motion to pass these?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
That is done. All right, we have a small group this evening, so if you have any highlights that you would like to tell us about, please do, starting with Shane.
I'm not really sure where the last month went.
Okay. Paul?
My past month was spent a lot of the time on the sideline of the soccer field,
Okay.
coaching JV girls soccer.
Congratulations, good for you.
Yeah.
Beverly?
My big thing was on last Thursday, I had a concert. It's a class for Ollie, and we had 38 people. So,
Wow.
yeah, it was really good. It was fun. Did a lot of new music.
Excellent.
Including the one that runs in Michigan.
Were you the one that said Michigan? That, I didn't know where that came from. It was so weird.
William?
So I went to RCC meetings and P&Z meeting, and I welcomed spring. Well, it was already out, but spring had already begun. In Palm Springs, it was 99 to 100 degrees for the first 4 to 5 days we were there. And that was cooling off from what it had been before. It's going to be a heck of a year.
That's in California.
Yeah, it's a hot place in the middle of the desert, it is. Lisa?
I was hiding. Not too many meetings, but I did just get back from Florida. We decided to drive to take a little extra time, but if even though I've been to Disney World about 400 times, it's the first time we went with our grandkids. So it was a different experience. That and then Epcot. And I think the parents are, the kids are better behaved than their parents are by about 5 o'clock. The parents want to melt down. And they can't understand what the kids are getting up. But it was a fun trip. Very different. It's more of a, to me, there's also the big No King's March, but I'll say that. I was in Orlando, I was going to go, but I wasn't familiar with the city where I was going to be, so I said, let me check my surroundings, but a lot less red hats, I know. A lot less red hats in that part of Florida than was the last time I went, so I was happy about that. And that's it.
I too was in Orlando, maybe at the same time, and that was good. And I attended lots of meetings. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Did you see the launch? I forgot that, we saw the launch, we came out of the park and stood right there, saw the launch, kind of cool.
All right, Executive Director's report.
All right. I hope everybody is getting used to to the iPad. Thank you for,
It's the first time we're seeing her.
Ben, if you have any questions or need a tutorial or anything like that, please reach out to Ben. On our front, we completed the ERU capital project, replacing the HVAC unit in the locker room to improve the temperature, humidity, and air quality in the aquatics locker rooms. I'm going to just summarize and include things that we did kind of like differently. Viva Central, we started to do the dress drive using the RCC on wheels for the first time this year, and was very successful. I think next year we can look forward to a little bit more higher people being aware that we're doing collections via the vehicle. But this year we collected maybe I think 40 plus dresses, and then the event itself we had over 210 kids that came and gave away about 150 dresses for prom. But there's always a little extra something that we're trying to do this year. So if there were donations that didn't quite kind of fit the formal wear, we donated it to the YMCA. As you know, we're now in a very robust collaboration with our partners, and we donate what we deem as not as formal to their event for kind of professional, to teach teens how to dress more professionally for interviews and things like that. So a lot of the donations that we didn't give away went to that event. And then RCC participated in a lot of career fairs with elementary schools. I actually was kind of surprised that they have, they have a career day for Dogwood Elementary. But looking back, I remember doing.
It's like a it's like a career day. Like career days were a thing, right? When someone was wrong, come in and say I'm a police officer or whatever.
Yeah. Get kids kind of thinking about it.
Well, that's
So
good.
yeah.
I didn't think of anything
A
like
career fair has a different connotation.
Right. It's a career day.
that. Okay.
But we participated a few of them, including Dogwood Elementary, which I thought was key. Lots of community connections. We did supported a lot of RCL concerts, chorale, 2 Teachers for Fairfax Loudon recitals, 7 RCP performances of What the Constitution Means to Me, and the RCC Ceramic Potters donated 57 bowls to George Mason MT Bowls event for students with food insecurity. So that's a new thing that we did. And then of course, Youth Arts Month always draws out hundreds and hundreds of hands. So between the 2 receptions here and Lake Air, we had almost 600 attendees at the arts receptions. Based on the March joint committee meeting, all of the Department of Programming cost centers are very active right now in working with Resident Association as well as the YMCA on a lot of the programming collaborations that we reported out at the March meeting. So we've been touring their facilities, they've been coming to tour our facilities. Aquatics is meeting and setting up a sort of a central calendar to work across all of our partners to make sure we're not deconflicting and also finding ways to leverage recruitment and things like that. In communications, we're getting really heavy into the development of all of the VA 250 events. You will see that in the program guide that's out to print right now. When you receive it in the mail, you see there's a special page that lists sort of like all of the VA 250 events associated that RCC is presenting in kind of commemoration of that. And then we have a meeting with the new chair, Liz Maurer from Visit Fairfax, I think the Park Authority has been doing a really fantastic job with them. And so there is a memo from County Exec Brian Hill that we all need to kind of amp this up and make sure that the county is united in terms of having one calendar that has all of the events that commemorate the A250. And there is also an equity language kit that the One Fairfax office is distributing and cascading it down to all the agencies. So our communications team is making sure that we put that in place. I actually just got it last week and starting to review it. There's some kind of like vocabulary, like things that we, for example, the exhibit that we call Young at Art, like we can't call that anymore. Because it's I don't know. There's these new rules that I'm also. That's my exact reaction. Is like, why can't?
Can other people review that, BB, or is it just,
I'll share it with you.
Yeah, 'cause
It's very interesting, and I don't know who vetted this list, but there's
Is it offensive to old?
Ageist. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know.
I should be offended.
I thought it was
cool.
Yeah.
it might be, and yet it's really, I agree that there's something.
Well, let me share those with you, and then you can see. But I just got it, and I thought it was pretty interesting.
I mean, the people who participate in it think it's cool. That's who it's for.
Well, this is coming from my communications director, so we'll review it together and see what we adopt as an agency. And then RCC, for the first time, partner with the Reston Chamber to host the Health and Wellness Fair. And it was a great event, 39 vendors. We had a lot of participation. We needed kind of more foot traffic because it was a beautiful day. And I think, being on a Sunday afternoon is tough when it's really like one of the first few good days, good weather days. So we had a debrief, and there's a lot of ideas on how to do it even better next year. So this event used to be at the Y, yeah, and then they moved it here to make it more of a community event instead of just kind of business vendors networking with each other. They want to open that to the public, and so we hosted that for the first time. And that is it.
Very good, very good. All right, is there any ongoing business that we need to discuss?
Hear about FOIA tonight? Or
No, we are not. I forgot to lead off with that. Our FOIA expert called in sick, and so we will try to do it next week. But I hope and pray that all of you did, of course, go through the video extensively and memorize.
17 minutes.
Okay. All right. Is there any new business to be discussed tonight?
Just a question for Amy. They work with RA at this stage, but it's still just walking around and seeing. Are there any specific?
No, we actually, the train is moving really fast. They are very, very enthusiastic about partnering with us. So there are already programs on the books for RCC on Wheels at what they call the, like those little pocket parks, the temporary pavilions. So yeah, there's,
Things all over us.
yeah. So yeah, Reston Association is moving this really quickly with us, so, yeah.
Very good. Well, don't forget to look at the events. I hope to see all of you at the Cornerstones event on Thursday night, honoring Karen Wilson. That'll be a fun time. And then there's some other events on here, the Valor Awards, the Reston Community Players, celebrating Reston, which was formerly Founders Day, at Lake Ann on the 18th, and then Seasons of the Witch, the afternoon of the 19th. And there will be lots of other things going on at the same time. So,
And the farmer's market opening day.
the farmer's market is opening at the end of the month. We're looking forward to that.
Last Saturday of the month.
Last Saturday of the month.
25th.
And Little League opening day is Saturday at 9:30 at Townsend.
I saw the parade.
In Townsend or at the parade.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
The parade that I started back in 1993 with Jim Cleveland, which was kind of cool because he was in charge of it. All right. So with that, if there's no further business to be conducted, I hereby declare adjourned.
Okay.
Have a nice